With the second season of Kaiju number 8 just around the corner, here's a quick recap of everything that happened in the first season. Kaiju number 8 follows the story of Kafka Habino, a 32-year-old kaiju cleaner who spends his life mopping up monster remains instead of living his dream of joining the anti-kaiju defense force. But when the recruitment age gets raised to 32, Kafka gets one last shot at making it to the force.
You know what? This is the perfect time to take a break. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Enjoy.
Hey Kafka, how's it going? This is our new part-timer, Ichikawa.
Kafka meets Reno Ishikawa, a young aspiring defense force member who reignites Kafka's forgotten dreams. But their first day on the job turns out to be a nightmare, with a Yoju attacking them. Enter Captain Mina Soshiro and the 3rd Division, who saves them and made quick work of the kaiju. Plot twists. Mina is Kafka's childhood friend, and they promise each other to fight kaijus together. And for years, Kafka tried to join the force but failed.
But I'm pretty sure it's never okay to lie to yourself. So yeah, I'm gonna give the defense force another...
But here's where things get crazy. At the end of the first episode, a mysterious kaiju appears in front of Kafka and forces his way into his mouth, transforming him into a kaiju human. Three months later, Kafka, now codenamed Kaiju number 8 by the defense force, proves he's not your average monster when he saves a mother and a daughter from a Yoju attack. The little girl calls him a good kaiju when describing him to the force.
Sir, the results have come back! You made the cut!
Oh, for real?
Against all odds, Kafka and Reno make it to the defense force entrance exam. There they meet Kikoro Shinorimiya, a prodigy who immediately suspects something is off about Kafka.
Is it me? Or do you reek of kaiju?
The aptitude test is where things get crazy. Vice Captain Shoshiro Hoshina puts the recruits through hell and brings out their combat powers. And Kafka's unleashed combat power, a massive 0%, but he doesn't give up, and he uses kaiju knowledge to help the other recruits survive during the test.
What the hell are you?
How are you moving?
A humanoid kaiju crashes the test, reviving all the dead monsters and making them stronger. Kikoro gets overwhelmed, and just when it looks like it's game over for her, Kafka transforms and destroys the Hanju.
I'll take it from here. In one shot!
The aftermath is intense. Kokoro lies to protect Kafka's secret, and despite his 0 combat power, Kafka gets accepted as a cadet thanks to Hoshina's recommendation. But the vice captain is definitely suspicious about Kafka's mysterious vital readings.
I'll be there. I'll be at your side soon, Mina! I swear!
For their first mission, the 3rd Division takes on a massive Hanju, with Mina showing why she's the captain.
Well, Kafka, take a look. This is where I'm at.
But the real threat comes when the Hanju's death releases a swarm of Yoju heading for the city. Kafka isn't the best fighter, but he can think. He dissects the dead Yoju and shares a crucial discovery with the defense force to stop the invasion.
So they got this one too. I loaded them with reproductive organs, but they've been destroyed. How did they even know where to look?
Meanwhile, a mysterious humanoid kaiju, now known as Kaiju number 9, attacks Reno and Eharu, for lack of better terms, in a domain that blocks all communications. When Kafka arrives to defeat the number 9, just before finishing the job, the force attacks him and buying number 9 time to escape. Just as Kafka escapes, he meets Captain Hoshina.
A cold black body and a demonic skull for a face. After all this time, I found you.
Hoshina removes the limiter and goes full power against Kafka, but our kaiju protagonist manages to escape without seriously hurting the vice captain. Just when things seem to calm down, a group of wyverns, I definitely butchered that pronunciation, but wyverns, kaiju led by another humanoid kaiju attacks the 3rd Division base. With Mina away, Hoshina leads the defense against this 8.342 level threat.
Hoshina here. The captain's off base right now. I will be taking command of our defense.
The battle is crazy and pushes Soshiro's suit to the limit, but the humanoid kaiju transforms and powers up to a 9.042 level. Our vice captain is getting overwhelmed and his suits start to shut down from the strain.
In the Edo period, you would have been lauded as a prodigy, but the era of the blade has long since passed.
In a desperate moment, we get the vice captain's backstory, how everyone told him to give up on the defense force because he couldn't use firearms, with an exception of Mina, who believed in his blade skills and recruited him into her division.
Vice Captain!
Despite Mina and everyone's attacks, the remaining Wyvern kaiju form themselves into a massive bomb that could destroy the entire city. With no other choice, Kafka transforms in front of everyone, leaps into the sky, and punches the bomb into a safe altitude. With the secret out, Kafka is detained and taken to headquarters, where Director General Shinomiya, Kyokoro's dad, decides his fate. Despite Mina and the 3rd Division vouching for him, the top brass wants him eliminated and carved up into weapons.
Anyway, I'm putting together testimony and footage to build a case. Nobody in the 3rd Division thinks of you as an enemy.
Kyokoro pleads with her father to spare Kafka's life, but he shows her the X-ray revealing that Kafka's heart is now a kaiju core. According to him, Kafka is no longer human. Shinomiya, wearing a number suit made out of Kaiju No. 2, fights Kafka in a containment cell. The battle gets out of control when a mysterious kaiju inside Kafka takes over, making him go berserk and nearly killing Shinomiya. But in his subconscious, Kafka sees Mina, who reaches out to him, giving him the strength to strike his own core and dropping his rampage.
I'm not Kaiju No. 8. My name is Kafka Hibino.
In the end, Director General Shinomiya decides to keep Kafka alive as an asset to the Defense Force, calling him by name for the first time and telling him to prove his worth as an officer.
This is a victory Kafka won on his own. Hey! You got it! You did it, old dude!
From kaiju cleaner to kaiju, Kafka's journey in Season 1 has been crazy. Can't wait to see what Season 2 has in store for us on July 19th. But if you want us to cover this series or you've liked this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Thumbs out.